Oh, hi there, and welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. I'm Risen32, so we're just following one of our aggregate ships, is what I'm going to call it. One of the coal ones from over the way. And the reason we're following this is it currently is not able to ship full loads, and we kind of need them shipping full loads. It sails around the islands here. This is good views, man. This is looking good. What we need to do today, we need to come up with a solution. I have one in mind, and we need to do a bit of future planning. So we're going to get on with that. If you do enjoy the episode, guys, please hit that thumbs up button, comment below, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. So you'll see here I have reduced the amount it's looking to load. So I do want to resolve that. We do have a spare ship, so we can move this over and get this done. So what we want to do is head over to the little steel island over here. And we are making coal in this area. Now, what I have done is I've forced a few more of these buildings onto the train station here, which is excellent. It's really pushing our production in this area, which is good. As you can see, we're now starting to hold a lot of coal, so we should no longer be importing coal. No, we're not. It's just fuel is our main import at the moment, which I reckon we can. Once we get the fuel station on the ways, we should be able to get that set up and resolved. So what I want to put in here, we've got 1 million to do this. I'm going to pause the game while we do it. Is I want to get set up a little bit of a exporting a bit of a coal exporting more coal. And I reckon, oh, that's interesting, but we can fit one just here. That's what I was hoping for. We're going to pick up this little power plant transformer just there. That would be good. So if we put you in here like this, that's not what, yeah, there we go. Awesome. We've flattened this out. We're not paying for it. We know we're not. Right. So do we want to, that's a good question. We'll place you down. Let's think about this. Let's see what things need. So we can have you there. Then we're going to want to get our coal into it, and we need to build these. So we've got everything we can for these. Interesting. Okay. So let's put you in like this. Pull you a little bit further over here. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Cool. And then we can get a little road in. Now, I think it's time we stopped building in the dirt roads, and we're going to assign our fans to do this. I'm calling them fans. They're actually construction vehicles. And what they'll do, they'll get this built. So I think we're going to try and build this ourselves. We do have a nice little construction office here. Have you picked it up? I've not. Okay, cool. So we've got all the materials for this, and you've got everything queued up in here, have you? Open you up. Check this. Yeah, you do. Awesome. Right. So that is fine. So this is going to sit behind a little bit of a delay, and we are going to have a delay in actually getting this built. So let's have a little check and just see how things are doing over here. So in this area, what we've got, yeah, so things have been progressing slightly, not a massive amount, but we've got concrete and gravel. So we just kind of went on concrete and asphalt. That was always going to be a delay. We are getting a lot more workers in here now, so we should start to see steel really increase in there. So I'm tempted to, oh, you're up and running, aren't you? So why have we got, okay, so we've got 28 tons of mechanical components. That's good. Let's get the time going again. So we've got plenty of steel in here. So we're making good on that. So what I'm thinking we could do here then, let's just make our trade a little bit better. If we grab this vehicle, let's pick you up. Okay, awesome. And then here, are you, so you're going to press line, you're not unloading anything. We want you to unload steel and mechanical components there. This cargo harbour, we don't want you to, we'll have you pick up steel for the moment, but we won't have you pick up mechanical components. We can store them over there and use, oh, we could use it as our export actually. No, that makes sense. And then you're going to come here. I don't want you to go back to this one. Let's remove that and let's bring you back into here. And this is where you can load the mechanical components, whatever's in there, and we'll ship them over. We'll keep an eye on this. It may mean that this like moves slightly quicker, because look, what, we're at 50,000 per trip now. So this is starting to load up quite nicely. We're even getting a bit of chemicals on it as well. Oh, that's interesting. So something that I'm considering doing, but we'll have a look at that in a moment, is we do need to think about another production or another way to make some money rather than selling. I mean, we can sell steel and our mechanical components. They're going to make us a reasonable amount of money, but that's not always going to be the case. That will change over time. We've got plenty going on here, so let's just check. We're going to leave these to get on with it. I'm not sure if anyone's building this yet, but we do have construction officers assigned to it. So, oh yeah, there is stuff coming over it. So we just kind of need to let this area get on with life and get things going on. So something I'm not sure, or I'm considering doing, which I think could be worth doing, is this area is functioning quite nicely. Like, we are smashing out the iron. I think what could be worth doing, yeah, is I'm thinking of getting another hopper ship and putting that onto here. And we'll have it run the same route And that should mean that we'll be able to double how much we're bringing in per month of the old iron, which currently haven't done any there yet. Okay, that's not reassuring. It does take the ships a little while to get over there. And we've probably had to fill the hopper up. But you should be exporting now, so that may be sort of like an extra 60k a month we may be able to bring in. So let's do that. The ship is not cheap, but I think it's going to be worth it. Yeah, I think, how much are you? 328,000. I reckon, yeah, it's going to be worth it. Let's just do it, and we'll bite the bullet on that. If we need to, we can borrow a little bit more money. I don't mind doing that. And now let's get you. You should have a route in you. You do. Let's get you going. Awesome. Okay. Excellent. So we've got stuff happening there as well. Now we may have had. So we've got winter coming, so we do need to bear in mind. I don't know if we've got any of our technical officers finished yet. We do not. Are you technical? You are a technical. You're not finished. You're just waiting on people, it looks like. Okay. But can people get from here to there? They cannot. Okay. Well, we will look for a solution for this. I was just thinking that it may be wise for us to start thinking about getting people in here, but I think we're doing okay. You've got workers on you, so that's fine. You will be built when needs to be. That's a small distribution office. And you're going to move our mechanical components around when you're up and running. Okay, good. Fire office still isn't up. I'm tempted to pay for it. Just because I'm paranoid about us getting a fire over it. Yeah, I'm going to pay for it. I'm just paranoid that if we get a fire over here, we're going to end up losing some of our really expensive buildings. And we're not really in a position to actually deal with that very well, I don't think. And it will also free up some resources to go on other things. We don't need a massive fire brigade here, but it's going to be worth having it, I reckon. Yeah, of course, we've got you done. We only need a couple. Like, I'm happy to get sort of like the better vehicles here. Just your speed levels. Okay, what's the difference here? Why would we? Oh, okay, engine power. So you move quicker, I guess. Doesn't look like it. We're just going to get 2, and I think that'd be perfectly acceptable. Then have you still got the? No, you don't. Right, just assign you onto here. We don't need many people at the fire station. Probably, I'm going to say like 9% of people. Everyone, and most people are heading to the steel mill, which is kind of what we want. Look at that, 61 people in there. So we should be banging out steel now, left, right, and centre. We have got a vehicle in here. And so mechanical components, that's good. So we should be starting to see like a nice improvement in once we get this up and going. 32 tons of mechanical components should give us a reasonable profit. Okay, so everything's looking good here. Now what I'm thinking is like, what's the next stage of us with the sort of profit here? Now did we come over here? We did do some smoothing over here. That's what I was thinking I wanted to do in this area. Now what I'm thinking is I want to use this sort of station as possibly more of a work drop off, and then we were going to have to get quite inventive, and I want to use like stations, possibly train stations, more as like a metro for little cities across here, I think. Cities or just residential areas like we have done here. That sort of setup, I'm hoping. That's the plan. We've got our Ministry of Culture in here as well. So so what I'm thinking is the next stage that we kind of need to get to now, if we look in is we could go for making vehicles, but we don't have electrical components yet. Or electronics. Okay, so that's probably not an option. I reckon we may want to head towards, we could either head towards ships or cars. And I'm leaning towards cars at the moment, which I think would make sense. Now this is quite a big building, so it would make sense for us to have this. So we were gonna have like a student district here. Okay, let's think about this, because this is going to require how many people, workers? It doesn't tell me. Oh, it does 400 workers. So maybe this isn't a. Can we fit this down? I'm changing my mind now, as you can tell. I was thinking of putting this like right here, but what I've just realised, this is going to be where we were going to have our student area. So maybe we park that for a moment. And we do have other islands that we could use for this, but we do need to make money. So with that in mind, I think I'm thinking more we go for a dry dock sort of setup around here somewhere. We could squeeze the dry dock in. I'm thinking if we could squeeze the dry dock in there, we might be able to get catchment from that station, which would work. Okay, yeah. So if we can get the dry dock, it will take us a while to make any ships on this. Okay, right. We need to do some big terraforming here. We need to bring this land out to about there, don't we? But that would look quite cool in this area, would it not? Yeah. I feel like it looks like quite a nice dry dock. And we've got the steel over here, and we're making enough. Yeah. And I think it's more important to have this close to where the steel, because I imagine ships are going to use a lot of steel. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're changing the plans here. Now, look, good job. We've got our boys in the bulldozing department here that can come along, hopefully, and pull this out for us, which will be, it's going to take a little bit longer. I wasn't planning on doing this right now, but I was thinking cars, but I talked myself out of it. Maybe This is something, hopefully it won't take too long to get this out. It's probably going to be more the middle we need to pull. Oh, it does come out eventually. So we can get this nice and smooth and squeeze it in. We may have to change the position of the... Well, can we can actually take this back a bit as well, can't we? Rather than always trying to push the land out. So there we go. That might help a little bit. Right, let's see how you're going to sit now. Are we looking better? You look like you are so close. Okay, what's the problem there? Need flat terrain. Okay, right, I see. I think we might be able to get this. So if we come along from here and like we can get this all smoothed out. And then if we come in, we can, yeah, that's looking better. I think we might be able to squeeze this in actually. And that's going to look quite... Oh, but due to infrastructure. Oh, okay, I can see it. And we need to come a little bit more this way, I reckon. Yeah. So if we just get this to come in, and we will reshape this land down here as well quite nicely. Maybe we can find something else to put in there. I don't know. We will have to have a look at that. And then let's get you nice and smooth over here. So, right, let's see if we can... We get closer? Come on, man. We can't be far off on this. Infrastructure. Where's the infrastructure? Got to be this. Oh, I could see. Yeah, it's definitely this power line here. I don't want to replace that power line. We've got enough of them in there now. Like, if we can't get you on there, so we need to come a little bit more to our right. Actually, that might look quite good if we can get you like stuck in there like that. Okay, right. Well, I'm going to fight this. We're getting this in. It's going, and I want this in here. So we can just fight you and really sneak you into here. That'd be quite nice. I wonder if we can like wrap the land around it. That would be cool. We can get, aha, there we go. We've got you. Right, excellent. So if we can get you in... What are you saying you can't... There's a spot just... Yeah. What are you... What's going on there? What have you just smoothed away that I can no longer get this on? That is not cool, man. Oh, is it because we probably need to get this all level? It did not help us there. So if we can squeeze you in anywhere in here, that'd be good. I don't know why you just did that to us. We probably... It looks like we're going to get rid of that little... There you are. I saw you. Right. You've done it to yourself again. What are you doing? Oh, I can see the little red dots. Okay, this building... The building is on the water. What is going on? Why are you doing that, man? Need flat terrain. You're just not, like... It's just not helping itself, is it? It's going in here, as you can tell. I've committed to it. I really want it here, so it's going in. And I think it will look really good. I just did not expect it to fight me so much. Come on, man. Get in here. This is a really low, flat area. There we go. Right, let's pull you... How far? We're going to have to pull it back because we need to get some... There we go. Okay. This is where we're going to build it. We've got everything that we need, so this is also going to take quite a while, but we just need to start looking towards the future for how we are going to get things set up. So what I want to do is we're going to use this as a nice little platform here. There we go. Right. And I don't know if we'll build that, but we need to get a warehouse and we need to get some storage areas on here. We're probably going to need a bus stop. I reckon they're not going to be able to get here. They're not. Okay, so we will definitely need a bus stop. This has got a bus station on it. It has. I don't know though, but actually, ooh, we can have a bus from over there. We could I'm just thinking out loud. We could put in a little station to run down alongside here. So that's something to consider. Let's get it built. Let's get like the infrastructure built, and then we can look to think about how we're going to get our supplies and resources. So we're definitely going to need a warehouse because I reckon it's going to be quite important. So I can see here, yeah, we're going to need to do some smoothing, more smoothing. If we can use the, can we do like a? Maybe we should be doing like an average to see if we can fit this in here. Or I don't mind this being like a docks, which is a little bit lower. That makes sense, though, right? Yeah. Let's use our. So what we want to get in here is we want to get a warehouse. We're probably going to need a train station. I reckon if we can get a really small train station here, that should be really good just to run a shuttle from any one of our villages. We can use this as a mid-station, I guess. I think we could tell the students is the word I'm looking at, not to get off. So we should be able to use them as a way to get over here, I reckon. We'll try this out right now. If we can get you in here. Now, how far are you going to let me extend? So you can come here almost. Okay. We can get you in. I want to try and like give this. It's typical, isn't it? You put it in, and then you're not going to let me. Yeah, I thought so. But we're going to have to go. It needs to go down, not up, which is a shame. So we're just going to have to do a lot more flattening. Sometimes I find it easier just to like shuffle the buildings along to make sure you get them at the right height. We will definitely need a distribution office for our ship production here. Oh, can we squeak you around the corner here? That would be really cool. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And then we've got open area, and that means we can get some houses in here if we need to. Yeah, that would make sense. We're doing a lot of terraforming. Usually I do this like off camera, but I thought, well, I didn't. We didn't plan on doing this. We just gone with the flow. So if I can get the warehouse in here, then I think that'd be really good. We get you away, and this is definitely given us a key side, because we can look to do stuff down here. We can almost import things as well. Yeah, actually, we can pull you up a little bit closer. We can't. I like that. I will do some more smoothing down there, I think, in between episodes. And that is exactly what I was looking for. So if we can get you in like this. Perfect. What we're keeping this area free, just in case. Like, there is another conveyor. That's not a conveyor. Another... Words will come. Oh, if we can get you in here, that'd be good. Yeah, we need flat. I feel like these are... Maybe we're going to have to do this. I mean, that would make sense. We can do something like that. We can fit you in there. It's not straight, though. I want you a bit more... Yep. Can we... Okay, we could, but I wish you'd go around on a right angle there. That would be much nicer, and I didn't have to do that. But we could almost put you here, and that's given us the storage on this side, with the option possibly to get some housing in here if we need to. We will have to... This power line is going to be redirected at some stage. I can already see that. We do need to think about how we're bringing that through into our city. So with that in mind, why can't we... If we can get you... We could get you, like, right up here. I reckon we could probably fit you in there. Let's see if we can. That would make the life a little bit easier for us here. Road is going to be complicated. It doesn't have to be, though. Like, I don't mind people going, like, a long way round to get in. And need flat terrain. Maybe we're going to be better off pulling you sort of... Oh, so we could put you in like that, but I suspect we won't be able to get the road out. And it's this road that's in the way here. Have we got the road in wrong? That's what I'm thinking to myself now. Could move that. I really want... Yeah, you're not going to let me. Okay. But I don't think we're going to fit you in here at all. Not without moving. Oh, we can pass. I mean, that would have been perfect up here, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to interfere. Okay, right. So then you're going over this side. And we are in a position where we've got all the resources available for this. I wish those tooltips would go away. Is there a way to get rid of those? I'd really like there to be a way to get rid of those. That is not quite where I wanted it. Actually, no, I don't think we can get any closer to... Maybe? Let's try. Let's try. Maybe we can get a little closer. I want a decent size... No. Oh, yep. Not so worried about the trains coming in. We're going to be shipping up as much as we can by the cars. Yep. Come on. I saw you. Got ya. Awesome. That should be good. Okay, and we're going to use... This is going to be a busy place of town. So we're definitely going to have bitumen roads down here. I'm now wondering if there should be a roundabout around here somewhere, and there probably should. So, if we... Can we do this with you? Oh, no, we need to do... What we can do is... What we should be doing... Oh, can we make you nice and small? How small can we make you? That looks really funky. Okay, we're not doing that. Do it like this. And we'll get rid of this bit. That looked really funky. It would be cool. Maybe we can do it a lot smaller, but we just need to have the... oh, that looks really, really, really ugly. Maybe those roads will reset slightly. Okay. Let's not have this one. Let's try and get this roundabout to look good. Because what I'm doing now is we're queuing up our infrastructure. I want to know that we can have this sort of almost start and not have to really come back to it for a while. That still looks really weird. So put you there. That's better, but not quite. So let's get rid of you. Take you back a little bit. We can get this out. I'm sure we can. There we go. Right. Now, if we get rid of a bit of this, maybe we will have... I'm not sure if we're going to have like a motorway system like we have on the other one. Still fighting me. We can... No, get rid of you. How about here? Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, right. So let's get our roads planned. And we can run you straight down here. Nice. Purposely not smoothing that. I want... You're not going to get onto that now, are you? Oh, you will. Awesome. And bring you up over here too. And then we'll probably have the road... I'm down here somewhere, is what I'm going to say. And we'll get that queued up. Now, this is behind the train here, and they're going to be queued up in a little while. What I'm hoping, though, is... How's this stuff going over here? Oh, we've almost got that gravel road finished. Okay, so this might be quite quick getting things built. You just need concrete, gravel, steel, all going in, asphalt. Yep, so that's excellent. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. Once this is up and running, we'll be able to get our vehicle moved over. It does need a lot of steel and concrete, so it may take a little while. We are down to 409 spun Dulux, but we did pay for a nice little ship last time. Let's just slow this down a little bit. The last month we imported quite a lot of stuff. Was that right? Yeah. Oh, we built, didn't we? We built the food's still quite high. Where's all this food being? We've got loads of food over here. Okay, so why are we still buying a lot of food? I'm suspecting. I think we may have to go to separate warehouses for food and alcohol. It's looking like. What are you bringing in? Yeah, so you're carrying. Okay, you're exporting alcohol. What are you? Do you want to pick up some food? So I suspect that this keeps running out of food. Yeah, it does. Right. So this, but then I'm not importing it here. Strange. That is because why would that be the case then? If I'm not importing it there, why am I importing so much meat? Because you should be full of meat. Yeah, you are. So I'm not importing you there. Who's importing the meat then? Have a look. You can't be importing the meat either because there's no one lives here. I very much doubt that this area here is importing like 17k's worth of meat. Very much doubt that. So, where are you? No, you can't be importing 17k's of meat. Look, 0.25 tons. I mean, we could look at shipping it over here. It's possibly an option. But I don't think we need to worry about that. I don't think we do. Okay. So it would then suggest that it's this town here where meat is coming in. I am aware that we had no meat in the other one. So is it you? Let's take off. Don't import any meat ever again. There you go. Goodbye. Clothes. I think we can stop clothes as well. Let's not have this. Is it because I'm wondering if for some reason this is importing the meat? I think it might be, you know. Are you not transferring the food over? Is that what the issue is? Why is that not automatically pulling the food? Is the connection not connected? That should do. There's no reason why that shouldn't. I thought shops could automatically pull the food. Let's just reconnect it and see if that is part of it. We'll pay for it just to see if we can trigger this and get this going. No, so it's not pulling the food in here. So this is where the problem is. That's really weird. I thought you could do that with a warehouse. Wonder why that's not doing it. Okay. Well, in that case, we need to prepare for that. Oh, we have one of you, so we can buy a couple of snowplows. This will help this area. We're just going for cheap ones now. We're going for that. So I need to get someone bringing food into here then, which would have to be our distribution office here. That's really, that's frustrating me a little bit. I don't know why that's not. That's costing us a lot of money. There's no point us like shipping food over here if it's not doing it. I'm just looking to see if it's in there. It's not. Okay. We then put you onto here, and this warehouse is pretty much obsolete. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to just set up a tiny little small one. Use our mods, and we'll do that just so we know that it's filling that. That's does not make sense why it's not doing it, but at least we now know where we're losing the money. Where is distribution office? There you are. I want this to be alphabetical order as well. So I reckon we can, if we could squeeze you, can we squeeze you into any of these really cool? Nope. We can put you over here, but I think maybe put you like here. That'd be cool. That would look quite good next to that. Yep. We could probably. No. Don't waste your money. Okay. And we're going to get this built. This should. Hopefully, we can keep this area full of meat. Is what we kind of want there. Load, unload. Yep. Keep it full. That's what costing us the money. So maybe this is going to help us actually. More than we realise. It's going to help us turn a bit more of a profit. Is what I'm hoping. How big's the storage on this thing? 4 tons. Okay. So we don't need anything bigger than 4 tons. Is what we can say. 2 tons. 3.5. 3.5, 4.5. Covered hull. 4 tons, 4.5, 3.5, 6, 2. Come on. Oh, 3.8. You're the best one so far. 9,000 though. Why are you so pricey? I want to pay 9 grand for it. Okay, well I'm not paying 9 grand. What are you? 2.5. You are 2.3. Okay, well I think that's you're cheaper. You look like the best candidate here, so we're going to take 2 of you. Off you go. And they should head out pretty quick. Yeah, so they're going to go straight away and do that. So hopefully that's going to reduce our costs on how much we're importing on food there. That's pricey. Constant food. Yeah, fuel's high. We haven't really done it this year. That's because we're not letting them import the food. That'll be why. So cool. So they're going to go and do that. They're going to need to fill up with fuel pretty much straight away as well. So that will hopefully, that's going to save us. That's a lot to save us if we look at last month. That's going to bring it down 26, nope, 5,000. Yeah, it's not a massive amount, but it's enough. Ooh, no, yeah, it should be enough. Justifying it, I think, now. We're not going to import these. Fuel's going to be high for a while, so we need to cover the cost of that meat. We need to look at, and electronics are kind of on the list. Electronics, I've never, like, what do electronics need to build here? Let's have a think about this. Nope, not in there. Electronics, so we're going to need electrical components and mechanical components and plastics to make these. So yeah, so we need to think about plastics. Plastics we are going to put over in the capital city that we're calling it now. But we're going to need a rework of that. And I think in the next episode, that's what we're going to look at. We're going to let time run on a little bit, borrow some more money. And then I want to rework this area here so that we can get plastic manufacturing over here. So if you enjoyed the episode, guys, please hit that thumbs up button, comment below, and maybe consider subscribing to the channel. All right, take care. Ciao.